Pixie and that lot of variables.
If you want to make false allegations on me, then cool, sir. I know they ain't true, so I suggest you get your body cam ready.
Right, so they're not true then, no. Okay.
What, the allegations that you just made, that I took favouritism? No, sir, they're not.
There are false allegations he's took favouritism on Pixie. After saying that, certainly not. You be careful because they're saying that usually you take tackling. So you just be careful. Be careful. Hello to you.
Right, so now we're a bit calmer. I'll speak to you as well, Louise, because you obviously, was you called up or were on that chat thing? But yeah, I suppose we can have a conversation anyway. Right, so it's come to my attention and it's created quite a bit of an explosion, to say the least.
Tell Louise that my phone.
It appears you, Harland and Jack all having conversations with each other.
This is
which
phone's
causing
just died. I mean,
arguments.
it's just logging on again. 1 sec.
I've just been swearing.
I don't know what you.
I've had Jack coming here tonight, threatening to be wanting for dismissal because he'd heard that Majestic was taking him off the team. I've obviously got Harland in here now that are very happy because there we go. So, Louise, what was it you actually said to Harland?
I'm just not dealing with all
About
this
people
fucking
slagging him
drama
off.
that Betty,
Or not slagging him off, about
Blaze,
people,
and everybody
well,
else
slagging
keeps
off, I don't
fucking
think
carrying it
about
on.
people,
Betty's
I'm
Ben's
trying to
just
think
threatened
which bit was
him.
from you.
MK's just threatened him.
Actually, which bit was from you? I can just ask you.
Louise
Then
is
what,
in
like?
MK's just threatened him.
Can you hear me, Louise?
But Louise is sticking up for him. Louise is in with MK and Betty now. She was
Okay.
outside the room, nauseating and
I
Betty
don't think
caught
you
her,
said
so
a ton
she
of bricks
threatened
over,
him.
MK. I don't think you said that. Is that your language usually? That you talk? Would you normally say that?
Not come down on kind of bricks. I said something along the lines of,
Well, Chris's phone's
I
just
know
gone dead, so he's
for
got to
a
wait
fact
till
I did not do that. If
would you not
I
get back on
accidentally done
Yeah,
that
it's
and
not
done a
been
blue
this
light
one.
driving test, I don't know why it's on rank
That's
3
on my
anyway.
phone. I'll get dismissed.
Driving test. It should be soon as they
Why?
come in.
Because he's threatened you.
So I'm
Yeah.
expecting that to already be done.
He turned round
So
and
then I'm
said,
then
"Are you there,
doing it
Jack?"
and the blue light training to help Harland out. He never said nothing about that a couple of days ago. So all of a sudden, he's been replaced as boot camp leader or academy leader,
He's actually
and all of a
turned
sudden,
off.
this is now getting brought. That's why
So
I
that
said,
Patsy
let's
they
get
can't
Betty,
see
send
me
the
into
evidence into Betty, Blaze,
JG
and
done.
Ben,
who
and
Betty.
let's get
at the
admin involved
beginning.
as well, because
Yeah, I
it's
know.
I
allegations.
can tell your wife because I know it was your wife.
Yeah, because she told you what to say.
It
No,
wasn't a threat. It was all in the guidelines. It was all in the understandings of,
that's the rules.
if we do this, then I'm gonna
What
take
to do?
it further
Like
with the
vacation.
rules,
Yeah,
because I'm
See
not
what's
getting accused of that.
it was
Oh,
brought up
okay.
yesterday to me, but
Hello?
but then put hello. I was just asking. Hello.
Hi, sorry, my phone died, so
It's on charge now.
Oh, it's all right. Right, I was just asking Louise.
Yes.
Which bit was it? I don't think you heard me, Louise. Which bit was it that you sent Harland? Because we've had a white game in here today because of the tittle-tattling that has gone on between you three. If there's a fourth person, please let me know. I will have words with that person as well.
I confirm.
Fuck, I'm coming online. Give me
No,
My
an
no,
answer.
concern-
Harland. No. This is my concern right now, sir. I've just asked a question. It's not about your concern right now. I've just asked my concern. Louise, what bit was it that you said to Harland that created all this? Right, Harland, which bit was it that Louise said to you then that created all this?
Basically, obviously, I logged off
for the night, and
obviously I got told that Majestic is basically said that Jack that basically is dropping Jack from supervisor, and it's on body cam, and it's meant to be getting sent over.
Oh, hello, Jack. Come in. Right, you three are having a right little old tittle tattle with each other, and this has got to stop. Harland, yes, you am, because you've read it and you've come back in here. Don't dare tell me you didn't reply to one single message. I ain't that. I'm 41 years of age, sir. Come on. Got 2 kids. I ain't daft. If you replied, you participated. End of. You come here to me, peed off. You participated. All 3 of you, from what I'm getting, tell me if I'm wrong, please tell me if I'm wrong. I don't mind being on this call. But it seems to me you 3 tonight have tipped in messages in Discord or online. I don't know all the way you've done it. But it's caused your tittle-tattling between each other has caused Jack to come in here and want to be dismissed. It's caused Harland to come in here and be peed off. I mean, like, is any of what you've all said, have you all added a little bit of Chinese whispers to every message you've sent to each other?
I'm not going to lie to you, Betty. I've not actually been on Discord. I'm only getting information. Again, I'm not going to name her because I'm no rat. I've actually just been doing what I've been doing in my own time, and I'm just getting information here and there.
Thank you, Jack. I already know which one of these, Pat. I already know it. I know that based on something that you said.
I'm not going to lie to you, though. If they want to tell me something, that's entirely up to them. I don't like it when somebody is talking behind my back, and if you are withholding information and talking about me, I want to know about it. So they are within their rights to tell me. If somebody's talking about me, they are within their rights to tell me.
Well, first off, no one come to me and spoke about you to me. But secondly, best believe, sir, when people come and speak to me about anybody, I ain't going to that person to tell them. If you expect me to do so, you're going to be very upset about it, but I'm not doing that. So if that's what you expect, you're going to be very upset by that. I'm not like that. I don't do what you've all done. I don't do that.
Respect, man, but I've been slagged off since yesterday, and obviously, you know, no one's come to me and said, oh, by the way, you know, stuff like that. So even before yesterday.
All right, well, why couldn't you, though? Why couldn't any of you? Quick question. Like, I appreciate Jack earlier on, you spoke to Majestic. Why couldn't any of you two speak to him? Why did you have to tittle-tattle between each other? Like, no offence. Yeah, but Harland, you're saying I'll go speak to him now. But that's not your original plan.
Hold on a minute. Harland, Jack had a chance earlier to speak to Majestic, and he said you don't have a problem with him. He also said he never had a problem with you. So all this is stirring up when you had your chance to let it all out to Majestic earlier on Floor's ear.
I'm not going to let
you then said, no, I do not have a problem with you, because he asked you outright and said, Harland, do you have a problem with me? Because I hope there is no problem.
Well, I didn't know anything about that at the time, sir. And I'm not going to basically go, oh, you've got a problem with me when I've got all officers downstairs.
You said to me, Harland, you always said,
I've got you also.
You said you started shift and everyone was being horrible. Not horrible. You said you started shift and there was bad vibes from everybody. And that was earlier. So don't say you didn't know nothing. You already said to me you had bad vibes already. Majestic, from what I'm just saying, did you have the opportunity to talk to him? I get this is different. It's adding shit on shit. I get that.
Because of all this, because it's all this situation. Yeah, we spoke about before in the garage man, and we've drawn a line and moved on. And then I'm getting told that basically Majestic's been saying, "Oh, this, and this," bringing my name into it. And no, I'm not having it. No.
I mean, I'm just asking a genuine question here. Look, a second. Like I said, I'm 41, yeah? I've been about a bit.
Yeah,
The reason, okay, but I haven't finished. There's a reason why I said my age. I don't need input on yours. Carry on. Yeah, the reason I say what I say, and the reason I'm saying I'm 41, is because I know not to do what you guys are doing. Because I guess what? Somebody has always one. 3 is a terrible number. There was always one at the 3 that comes and crosses over the rest. Always. And look what's happened here.
I come in
We
and
all
take
Exhibit
respect,
A right
nothing
here.
exactly happened here. They're doing within their rights and telling me the information that's been talked about.
Yeah, but the thing is, where I'm coming from here is fair enough. You guys can talk about anything you want, of course you can. But it seems to me there's wrong information being passed through you three. If I'm wrong, I'm
so
wrong.
basically, man.
As far as I know, Majestic's got no problem with anyone.
Same.
Like Jack, he's offered you the supervisor coaching role anyway.
So
So
whoever
he's
of
offered you that.
you two, whichever of you two,
So, mum, so basically,
whichever of you two went to Jack and told him that Majestic was getting rid of him, is now the supervisory role.
Correction, I didn't agree to that actually.
Oh, sorry, it was offered to you. My bad. You said you wanted time to think about it. My bad. I mean, if I'm wrong, like I said, I am going to speak to Majestic and see if these things have been said. I am. But this just seems like it's gone way out of proportion because you three are all talking about Majestic and Charlie said this, and no one's actually asked Majestic. Well, sorry, Jack, you did speak to Majestic, my bad.
But ma'am, I'm getting told that basically I didn't train the officers in a correct manner, which I did.
Harland, you're literally proving my point here. You're going between each other, and every time I say something to you about you're not speaking to Majestic or something about it, you keep saying, but I'm being told this. I know you're being told that. That's the problem. Yes, I could hear you there, Louise. Carry on. Okay. Okay. Why?
Because she's within her rights to do so.
No, I get you saying that. I get you saying to somebody, like, you said it to me, like, why have I got to do all the training again? I said it myself. There's going to be mutiny about it. I agree with you. But no, I get that. I actually had conversations with people about helping you more, and other people about helping more because I could see more people needed the help.
With respect, obviously, sorry, man, but I passed Louise on the arrest training. But what Louise was saying just a minute ago, that's basically I did not pass them to rank 4. I've looked on
Holland, we've got different, like, I get what you're saying. I've said this a million times. I will talk to him. I've said that, and I don't know what more you want from me. No offense, but I've said it a million times, and every time I say it to you, you keep saying, but, my name, but. Like, what more can I give you?
all I'm saying, ma'am, is
Again, all I'm saying, but,
yeah.
What else do you want from me?
Do you? At the end of the day, all this needs to be sorted because, no offense,
And I will do that by talking to him.
Yeah, and no
That's
offense.
exactly what I'm going to do. I'll get him in here now, actually, because I feel like I'm tittle-tattling, and I feel like I'm in the middle, to be honest. And to be, no offense, Louise. What did, no offense, but what did you expect to happen? Yeah, whether it's true or not, what did you expect to happen? Going to Jack and telling Jack what you told him, and going to Harland and telling Harland what you told him. Do you think either one of these geezers, knowing them for the short amount of time you have, do you think either one of these geezers could be like, oh, right, okay, I'll go sit down and have tea and crumpets with him and have a nice conversation? Did you think that was going to happen? Sorry, I'm sarcastic, but I've knew these pets. Sorry, my apologies, Louise. Sorry, you wouldn't. My bad. You wouldn't do sarcasm. I apologise. I won't do it again. Yeah. Louise, I agree with you. Can I say one thing though? Majestics was training last night. So when you say you don't know when training's going on, are you talking about Harland? Because Majestic only got it last night. So are you talking about that?
All I can say. No, I'm on.
That's also included in Police Academy.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest with you, I get where you're coming from. I do. I will talk about it. Boot camp's hard. I mean, it was. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I felt bad saying it, but in a way, like, MK and Miss Amy, they had it, yeah, and it worked. It was like a well-oiled machine. It worked perfectly. You didn't get a chance to see it, Louise, but it did. People asking us.
It's not that better.
It's nothing new. Unfortunately, it's nothing new. I joined in November last year, and there's always been people that ask you for the interview questions. They don't see it as doing anything wrong. The reason being is a lot of people Louise.
Louise,
If
they
you go,
do that.
Louise, they do. If you go on the police information page, not police, sorry, if you go on the Meter News, Ben puts a post on every single morning saying the times. If you scroll down to the bottom of the post, you see the hashtag links, and there's a link to every single bit you need. It's all there.
See,
A lot of people don't know it. We are allowed to arrest EMS. We are allowed. No, we are allowed. We are. I think you did say 1.7
Sounds
to
like
somebody.
sounds like all the right violations if you've done the crime.
There you go.
There you go. Then he crashed.
See, Louise, the thing is, them driving their car, them being EMS and them driving their EMS car does not give them right to break the law, essentially. It's like army. This is our jurisdiction. If army come down here and they start playing about, we can arrest them. But when we go up to the army, you'll hear me say all the time when there's silly buggers there, I'll be like, leave it alone, it's their jurisdiction, because that's their area. This is our area, we control the city. It crashed, it's traffic violation. You said to me yesterday 1.7, I believe. If you look back at the message, you put 1.7. Because I remember thinking that was weird. I remember that. Oh, not 1.7. It was a 1 point summer. It was a weird one that I'd never used.
Probably because he had to take power to get him out of the car.
See, that
And
one.
he refused. And if he
There was
refused,
one
that's
violation.
taking power by force.
Yeah, in the list that she gave me. Who was it again? You did have it in the message to me, didn't you? Yeah, it's cool. I'll look back on it. It's cool. I'll figure it out that way. It's all right. Yeah. 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 You knew, Louise. Don't. Louise, you like, when I started, I was brand spanking new. I says to you, I didn't know how to enter a violation, just like you didn't. It's fine. Don't worry. Like, you say a lot. I didn't know. Louise, you're not going to know everything straight away. I don't expect you to. Don't worry. You'll pick it up as you go along. All right? Don't stress.
Betty, regarding training, obviously when I took over leader, it was a mess to start off with what LT Stevens left it in. And obviously I tried to bring it up and gave a lot of training out to the correct officers who was online.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did see that, yeah. Did they get her awake? Is she awake? I'm assuming they did. Yeah, we shouldn't do that. We have no control. Yeah, shouldn't do that. Hello.
We are in trouble. Are we in trouble?
Yes, you are.
Why?
Because I'm going to be honest. But 1 second, Louise. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Right. I've had this evening, as you know, Jack was in the office, not very happy. I now have Harland in the office, not very happy. I've got Louise here because, well, Louise is in the middle of it, to be fair, bless her. Yeah, I get it. I get where you're coming from, Louise. Okay.
Okay.
So
right,
basically, the reason.
Sorry.
Well, I finished saying why you're in trouble yet, Majestic.
No,
So,
oh, sorry, go on, babe.
right. The reason you are, I am going to say that in trouble. Right. So, you two, the conversations you've been having, and I think you know what I'm on about because the people who are in the room. It's not professional.
The only most thing we've been, Mr. Doubtfire had a conversation for half like today. It's like basically talking about things. Yeah, Harlan told us that Uncle Barry had the code area. Could you go to the code? No, I said to Harlan, we're doing training. We're doing training, and even Blaze put in the flobby, go to the airport to do this training. Right, I went and took these to training, didn't we, Mr. Doubtfire? And Jack, I don't know what's going on. I've even texted Jack, he could be my supervisor for this boot camp. So I don't know what has been said and what's going on.
Correction, I'm still thinking about it.
I know you're still thinking about it, buddy.
He's very touchy about that.
No, but the thing is, like the people who was waiting downstairs, floor 1. I had all me Doubtfire, and if it got the cast, Harlan came up to me. Oh, you can't go to the airport because it's Red Zero. Like Uncle Barry's called Red Zero. So I put into the flobby that and then I told the trainees about well, we need to still do training because Betty's told us to do the training. And I think even Blaze put in the flobby like doing training. So MK came with us, we went to the airport and done the training. With Louise, I don't know what happened to you, Louise. I don't know if you went off or nothing, but we've sorted that out. We're going to do your training tomorrow, and we're also going to do Amy's training tomorrow and Emmanuel. Emmanuel came and helped us out, right? And we paid 30k. It was actually good. But there's one situation, Rico baby. He has not been listening once at the training with MK and that. And MK,
That's for another day, to be honest with you.
yeah.
That's for later. At the minute.
Yeah, I know.
Majestic. Regardless to that, Uncle Barry came to me and said, "Code Red, we need all officers to basically go to GH3 because there's loads of gangs."
Okay, Harland. When my DFG's telling me my people from boot camps waiting downstairs to go do training, who am I going to listen to? Am I going to listen to you or am I going to listen to my DFG? Can I ask that one question, please? Can you ask me the question, please? Who am I going to listen to?
Realistically, you should be listening to the radio. If somebody's requesting a code red backup,
No,
all officers. Because if you think about it, if you're in reality and somebody in reality presses that panic button, every officer is going to be going after that person.
I understand, But even when you have your two GFGs on the radio, told me in the floppy,
So, all right then. So
can
it'll
you
be all right
guys,
if you guys-
could go to, can you still keep guys with the training at the airport? There was more officers in the building could go into that co-serio. And we and
Well,
right,
that cold red outside F1 was you on about?
yeah, this is all about.
You mean the
F1
one where there was
outside, yeah.
3 people outside
Yeah,
there?
3 people
So
outside. Yeah.
whose idea would who would think it beneficial to drag all the boot camp back from airport then, like a good 6-7 minute drive back to 3 people? That's just even logical. It's even logical. I'm sorry, but even if there was more than 3 people, by the time you got all the, I mean, you want a bunch of boot campers to come and do backup to a cold red, the 3 people, when they've got no guns, no nothing, no whatever.
Thank you.
You ain't gonna moan.
Betty.
You ain't gonna moan at
And
the
that's what-
SWAT that have stood there doing nothing.
And thank you. And Rico Baby even put in the garage, and some of the officers said, I ain't got my gun training. So how am I going to go back up if I can't shoot?
Majestic,
So-
you weren't even at the airport. You was outside. You was inside.
Harland,
the
we was in the garage. Harland, we was in the garage when it happened, yeah. But my boot campers said they haven't got no gun training, haven't got no gun to go shoot the code. So my boot campers ain't done their gun training.
Right,
Why are you
Majestic,
gonna allow
all-
all the, are you gonna allow
Majestic.
all them trainers to go out and shoot and try and kill people and get
Majestic, right? All I was doing is basically repeating what Uncle Barry's told me.
Yes, and I've already spoken to Uncle Barry, and Uncle Barry's thought that he knew the situation, and I said to it, and then MK and everyone, and I mean Blaze told us to carry on do the training at the airport.
1 second, guys. Roses, can you do me a favour, please? A civilian downstairs who needs to speak to a general or something. Emmanuel's with him. Thank you. Right,
So-
we are getting very off topic here. We're getting very off topic here.
What's
I called you in here to speak about. Basically, what's happened is, I'll give you a rundown. Harland wanted to, you know what happened with Jack earlier on? Harland wanted to speak to me about something else, and basically conversations between 3 people have caused a bit of an argument. That's why I brought you down here, Majestic and Downfire, because Harland is being told things that you've been saying and he's not happy.
I haven't said what have I been saying to Harlan then? Like, well, I spoke to Harlan downstairs next to who was it? Who was next to me? MK. And I said to Harlan, have you got anything judged about me? Are we
Yeah.
good, are we still friends? Are we family? He totally blanked me and went off. Why would I? The thing is, Harlan. No, Harlan.
Whoa.
No, honestly,
Sorry,
I
you're
haven't
lying.
put no. Alright, you did do that, sir. I
No,
MK
I
did
didn't.
mention that Majestic asked you if everything was cool. MK did
and I
mention
did
that earlier.
No, I said yes, we are cool, and you turned around and said we've not got a problem with it, and I said no, sir, and then I went off. So
Okay.
please do not
Okay.
stand
I didn't hear you. That. Right, my bad. It might be the game was lagging. I probably didn't hear that, so that's misunderstanding for me. I probably didn't hear you say that last bit. My bad. I apologise. But why would I talk about you to people that I ain't got to judge about you? I ain't got no problem with you, sir.
Right, Louise. No offence, Louise. No, Louise. Louise. No offence, but the mere fact that you sent the message cause this. So can you please not shout out? But yeah, but what about this? Because that's going to cause arguments as well. And I'm trying not to have that. Trying to have an adult conversation over what's happened.
What, Louise? Louise, can I just speak to you? Yeah, I've been backing you from day one with everything about your, like, you could have got dismissal from the other day from that stuff, yeah. And honest, truth, I've been trying to help. I'm trying my best. I've literally spoken to Betty and I spent to play. I haven't been well. I've came on not being well, right? I've just had like this boot camp, yeah, come to me, and I'm doing my best, like getting all these things to get up to date with. Okay, I have no thing. I've spoken to Mr. Doubtfire on private phone call today to catch up what's been going on in boot camp. Okay, I've had nothing. I've never said nothing to Jack. He's kicked off the team. That's not. If I came up to Jack and said, "Oh, I'm kicking you off the team," Jack, have I came up to you and told you that? No, I haven't. So I have even said, yeah, Louise, on my own time, when I get off duty, I'm going to help you out on this game, take you all around the map, what you can't do, what you can do, and stuff like that to help you out, yeah? Because you text me saying that you don't know how to put violations on. You told me that. So, right. So if it's true, okay, right, no, hang on. One mic. So, okay, so it's true. So, and I asked you, who did your training that taught you how to do the violations on game members? And you come out of what did you say? Yeah, who did your arrest? I asked that's what. Yeah, I said, who did your arrest training? Right, because you're about your violations.
Because you passed by flying colours. We even did a scenario where we didn't say anything to see what she would do, and she passed that.
Okay, okay, but Harlan, she texted me saying she didn't know nothing how to do violations. So she's been getting help by other officers to put the violations on her.
Right.
Yeah, no, but look, honestly,
There's nothing wrong with that.
there's
There's nothing wrong with not knowing what to do. That's not what it is. That's not what it say it is, Louise. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's all right.
No, Louise, you don't even explain. Look, Louise, you don't have to explain. What I'm trying to say to you, yeah, that I was going to help you out with the thing, because you've texted me on Discord and asked for help, and that's what I was trying to do to help you. Yeah, look, I'm not doing right. No. Right, you see, no, you're missing understanding here. I said I'm not doing all your training. I'm going to be doing all learning how to do the rules and basics off duty, how to teach you go out onto the map where all the sprays are and stuff. Because me and Betty, could Harland and Jack, could you just go downstairs, please? Because just want to have a little private chat with Louise and Betty.
No, because if this is going to involve me, I want to hear it.
It's probably best to leave them Majestic.
It's nothing to do with you two.
Majestic, in all due respect, the problem is here. Like, this has gone on now for about 40 odd minutes. The problem we've got here is they're going back and forth, rightly or wrongly, okay? Going back and forth, the conversations that have been happening. It's better if everybody is here, to be honest with you, because what's happening is where one person isn't out the loops, one of the other ones is messaging that person and saying this person said that, and that's what's happening. This is why I'm not happy. Obviously, if anyone said anything they shouldn't be saying, then yeah, I'll have words. But I personally don't like the doing the tit-tattling. I don't like it.
100%. I don't do tit-tat and I don't do drama. And if you think of as a team player, I've worked as a player. So whatever anyone said to you, have you got any proof of me trying to say things about you? Because I haven't said anything bad. I've just said, yeah, that what?
Basically, everyone was okay. And then obviously I've noticed when I was the leader, mate, Shaney went behind my back. He didn't keep me in the loop with anything, and organising meetings and stuff like that without me knowing. And then when obviously I asked for him, you go, well, yeah, it's like tonight. I've basically sent Betty a body cam of Shaney and LT Stevens. Basically, LT Stevens turned around to Shaney and said, "Sir, what do you want me to do now, boss?" And he stood there for at least 4 or 5 minutes, silent, and going, "Oh yeah, by the way, they bought the new cars from Sunday." And it took 6 times for LT Stevens to say, "What do you want me to do now, sir?" And then it went down the corridor, and then that's when he turned around and went, "Oh, I don't know."
What?
But he has,
I understand.
Majestic. He's got reports on everyone. He does his weekly reports on everyone and everything.
Well, okay.
That's basically probably where you're getting your information from. I don't know what's gone on. I've just been told basically. Where's he gone?
He's probably like that. It's been happening a lot to people today, to be honest. Did meet to me twice. Yeah, I get. I mean, you don't hear me. I was getting. I come in here and was getting him out of the room. Like these two can tell. I was like, "Come on, we just wait." And like I felt bad for you boot campers. I did. I could see why you was pissed off. I actually even said that. I can see why they're getting annoyed.
I don't mind having.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. He did, to be fair. He did. No. Like I said to you,
I'm sorry,
Louise,
but I
right, let me get this out. Because it's really important.
Sorry, my
Said to
phone
you
died. My
earlier
phone
on-
died on me.
I am all good. I said to you earlier on, and I'm sure I said to you, Holland, in the garage earlier, when people do new things, take a lead or try something new, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. They might decide to change something. It's the way it is. Like the first thing I says to people, I will be honest to anybody who asks. When they said about the conditions for rank ups, one of them being numbers of arrests, I said straight away that I'm going to continue because I know what has to be done to count them numbers. And what are you going to do? Are we going to say? Are we going to look at the day you was ranked up, and then am I going to have to count over the next few weeks, days, whatever, until they get them arrested? Keep it all in my mind that they've got them. It's not. I'm being honest. Feasibly, I know that I'm going to end up being done, and I know it already isn't being done.
No.
Oh, yeah,
So,
but, can I just
one
say
second,
something quickly?
One second. So what I'm saying, Louise, to you is, as an example, I've just said about the arrests. Things people put into place, I said it to you earlier on, it don't always mean it's going to stick. I mean, look at that. He did say earlier on he was going to read the people's trade, and I know because I did say something at the time. And he's just said there that you ain't going to have to do it. So it's a prime example.
But Louise, I know what it is. What like Betty asked me at the time. You was asking for help. You didn't know nothing about the game.
I did.
I even explained to you. I'll be one day putting off duty, taking you to do sprays, helping you to do the most wanted, and also you texting me on Discord about your violations. Any day, like honest truth, yeah. I didn't expect, yeah, to be bootcamp leader. The things I've done changes, yeah, is to help you guys. I've even said to you guys in the meeting room, I'm not here to be bitchy. I'm not here to be being. I'm here to help you as a team to get you where you are. I didn't say. The situation is, yeah. Right. Okay. Now listen. I asked Betty, and even Betty and Blaze will confirm this with Ben and MK. They were here. I said to him, Betty, can I have a few days off because I wasn't well? Right? Sudden, Ben wanted to speak to me, and then next minute, I got general, and I was like, oh my God, so pleased. Right? I haven't been well, and since now I've been in charge of boot camp, honestly truth, I didn't know, yeah, and the things that I've like come with boot camp, I'm doing some changes into the boot camp because it needs to be doing, because lately we've had different SWAT members, different things that don't know what they're doing in SWAT, and also just getting reprimanded, getting all that.
Blaming me for that.
But I haven't blamed you, Harlan. I haven't even said once, I blamed you on that.
But
right,
I'm sorry, Majestic.
No, listen. I have not blamed you once for it. I haven't came out my mouth. What it is, boss, on the Wednesday, when we all went out to do the army base, I was so wound up, really wound up. I had people disrespecting the generals. I had people not listening to the generals. And when Charlotte tried to speak, everyone was speaking over her. When Charlotte tried to speak, people put the music on. When we came back, when the first thing to bottom, Big Rose said to everyone in the spot, make sure when you go out the garage, drive nicely. Since that,
When are you going to let Harlan speak, Majestic? I'm pretty sure you
I'm going to let him speak.
enough.
No. Okay. No, let's just, I'm trying to explain this, I have not once slagged you off. I haven't not once said it's your fault in boot camp. And honest truth, whoever's trying to lie on my name, honest truth, I have never ever slagged you off once. I've never had no problem with you, Harlan. Never had.
Majestic. What you said before, sir, about about the training sessions and stuff like that. The only person, sir, who knows about the training sessions what I held was Shaney. So Shane is reporting back to you saying, well, Harlan's not done this, Harlan's not done that. So it's obviously your fault.
Was there something specific said to that training thing? Because no offence, anyone could say Harlan's done training. You know, it's I missed it. We all know you did training.
Can I just say one thing? Before anything, Shane hasn't not once mentioned about you to me at all. When I was on the phone to him on Discord, I asked him, what have you and Harlan done in the training so I could be brought up to date with all the stuff in boot camp. He came up to me on the phone, not even once slagged. He said, Harlan did this, Harlan with me and him, we've done a few things and with trainers. And after that, he was telling me other things what needed to be done, what he's been doing with you and Harlan. And he was just telling about a few boot camps needs such and such. Not even once he came out of your mouth, towards me on Discord. And I could guarantee you, and I don't lie, he never once, mentioned you. I just asked him nicely, can you give me up to date what's been going on in boot camp? What stuff are you doing in boot camp? And then after that, we was talking about updates. That Blaze? Is that brother? But like I'm saying this, he has not mentioned you or nothing, Harlan.
It just seems funny. It just seems funny, Majestic, that everything I've done, he's reporting back to you.
Excuse me, not being funny, but you was the boot camp leader, and there's Majestic. He's the co-leader. Is he not? No, Harlan, I finished. Is he not meant to report to Majestic what you've done? Like, you've done this training, that training, or is he reporting something else?
But when obviously I'm getting told, well, Harlan's trained in, but he's got to go back to boot camp, or he's got to go back to boot camp. But
they're more in boot camp already. There's no going back. It's where they're at.
It's not like that when Shaney was training them.
He's been there probably 24 hours.
Okay, I've only been okay. MK, I knew this was going to cause problems. I honest to truth, right, Harlan. I'm an adult, mate. I'm an adult, and I don't like to be children. Well, I don't like big children. I have been listen. I've been trying to work as I've been trying to be a team player. I don't do competition. I'm a team player. I have no problem with it. No, listen, bro. I promise you, I promise you now, right? If I knew Shaney was slagging you off, I would have told him, and I would have actually came up to Betty and basically told you about it.
I said to Betty before, I wish you all the best with the academy. I'm not jealous that you're the leader.
Alan, we know that you're going to be a bit salty and a bit upset that you've lost boot camp or the academy, but we need to just move on from this. Like, we told you had a probationary period and you weren't fulfilling it. You was going out tasing people with the wrong macros, sir. That's why you can't go tasing. You can't go telling people how to be an officer, and then you're making mistakes yourself.
Sir, I didn't get told it. I was on probation. I got told off Ben.
No. You did. You got told it was a probation period, sir. You definitely did.
Even for Majestic, it's a probation period, bro. It's always period.
That's not the issue, sir. I'd wish Majestic all the best luck with the academy. Yeah, I was annoyed. And obviously my emotions did get hold of me. But at the end of the day, I'm not jealous about Majestic being the leader. I wish him all the luck in the world.
That's it. To be fair, the issue here is, and we do need to move forward from it, because to be honest with you, we am just going round in circles. I wanted you all in here because there can be no tittle-tattling beyond anybody's back then, because that's what's been going on here.
I don't do that, miss. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of this tit-to-tat. I don't like drama. I'm old school. I don't like drama. Why would I do tit-to-tat? I honestly, true, I don't know what's come from this office, what's gone on here. But honestly, truth, it does need to pack it in, because honestly, Shaney has not once slagged you off, and I swear down, right? Me and him was on the phone today. I've literally asked him, can you catch me up with everything? Mr. Doubtfire, can you tell everyone, on today, did we once mention about Harlan, apart from what just update from training? Like, I just asked you, could you catch me up with everything in boot camp, what you and Harlan did? Did you only once say about anything bad to Haaland?
No, Haaland, I've never had anything bad against you. You know me, buddy. I'm not like that kind of person. I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Like, I respect people. I'm not a person who would go around and say stuff. If I had a problem or something, I would speak about it. But no, we only spoke about the training and the new ideas for training, and then we had
the
a
update
meeting.
about the game, and the updated game. That's what we only spoke about.
Yeah, and also we spoke about having a meeting.
Sorry, Shaney, but no, I'm sorry, no. At the end of the day.
Look, we all have to remember.
Yeah, it's well played. It is.
Yeah, but it's very funny that one of the people saying that is one of the people who was doing the tittle-tattling. This all started because you three was messaging each other, telling each other what you'd heard and whatever, adding a little bit to it when it goes to the next one. This all started because of that.
So what? These three been messaging each other then about me?
Right, let Betty see.
I've not messaged no one.
No, that's why I've stopped being sarcastic. So I apologise, Louise. That's why I stopped being sarcastic.
No.
Right. Let's handle one issue first, because I've got a number one concern here about what caused all the arguments. That's my number one concern here, to be honest.
I don't know what the argument is about because I have no clue what's going on.
Moving forward from this, because at some point, we've got to move forward. You're going round and round in circles. So, like I said to you earlier on, I will talk to each other. I've had you all in the room together, so there's no way on this earth any of you can walk out this room and message each other. Oh, that person said this person said, because you can't. You're all in here.
Can I ask one beg?
This has got to stop now.
Yeah,
Majestic,
okay,
it really don't matter. Majestic, it really don't matter.
But I haven't messaged
This
no one.
needs
at
to
all.
stop now. Of course, no, Majestic. Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's not about you talking to anybody. Sorry, messaging anybody. It's about the fact that apparently things were said and people didn't like it. If them things were said, they shouldn't have been said, to be honest. And I did say I would talk to you about that to see if you had spoke about it. But another issue as well is that I feel like Chinese whispers went on a bit here. A little percentage of it was true, and it's just gone round 3 people and ended up into this. And like I said to you earlier on, Harland, like I said millions of times, I will speak to him like, what more do you want? You know what I mean? Like I said I would.
That man, but at the end of the day, I've sent no messages. I get told that basically Majestic
Harland, no.
But you get told. You get told by a lie from my name.
We had this game earlier on, Harland. Please do not insult my intelligence. Do not say you did not reply back to any one of them messages. Because if you didn't reply, you would have had one message and it wouldn't be this, would it? So you participated. I'll say you reply back to none because you did.
So, all right then. So what am I meant to do when I'm getting slagged off? Just take it on the chin and just say, oh, okay, just never mind, let's carry on.
Well,
no,
Harland,
I'm
Come and speak about it.
Sir, we can raise our voice if we want to. Not meaning any disrespect or anything like that, but at this current minute, we all seem to be pretty pissed off and stressing it with what's going on.
Yeah, we're going round in circles. That's what I mean. We are going round in circles. And I will speak to Majestic on his own because he has a chance to do that. But 1 second, Louise. 1 second, Louise. 1 second. I will speak to Majestic and Shiny on their own because they have a chance to do that because you guys all had a chance to. So I'm going to give them the chance to.
But these are the things what's happened. All right.
That's why I want to speak about it. You've said you've got body cam and all that jazz and stuff. So they've happened. I'm going to speak to them about it. That is going to be spoken to. I spoke to you on your own about things. It's only fair. I'll give them, if there's a bollocking to be had, forgive my French, it's only fair they get it in privacy. Do you not think?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't dispute that, ma'am. And I do apologise for obviously bringing everyone up here. But obviously you've got to see it from my point of view.
Let me correct you. You didn't bring everybody up here. What you did was you asked me to come up here and complain about it. And let me finish. You asked me to come up here and complain about it. Moan to me about the fact that Majestic hasn't gone to you personally, even though you haven't gone to him personally. I chose to get everybody up here and get it out in the open and sort it because what's going on here is childish.
The fact that you are now saying that as a bar control, then yeah, I do want to be dismissed. So remove this uniform, please.
Yeah.
The fact you're saying that is an utterly fucking joke.
So me saying you all going together, tittle-tattling behind each other's back and stuff, that's not childish now.
Just remove this suit from me now.
Jack, I can't lie, mate. That is childish.
I don't care anymore. Just remove this fucking suit of me now.
All right, then. All right, put it in the dismissal page, then, sir.
I said to you earlier, just put it on the page.
I don't care. Remove it.
Put it on the page.
Honestly, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what bus. Yeah, I know, but the thing is, yeah, I don't know how guys come to you three, you three thinking something's gone on, where Mrs. Doubtfire's only put me up to date on the boot camp and about and yeah, he mentioned you, but he didn't slag you off. He just told that what you and Harlan's done in boot camp, and in sudden I've come up here and it's come to like this. Honestly, truth, yeah. If I had a Harlan, if I had a problem with you, I wouldn't go around other people and say what. Yeah, I would say it to your face, but I'm not like that. I'm a good heart person, and I'm a good caring person, and I also like to help people. And whatever's gone on has to stop, mate. Has to stop, mate.
It's just people saying one thing and then another person saying another and then another person saying another.
Okay. Can I ask you one question then? If anything came out, have you got any proof of me saying anything bad to you? Have you got any proof of a webcam?
Yeah, they come.
Well, can you send me that then? I would like to see this.
I've not got it. Louise has got it.
All right, Louise. All right, okay, Louise, can you send me this bin? Because funny,
Louise, can I have the body cam, please?
I want a body cam to hear about this.
Thank you.
What, the floor meeting? Floor 2
The
meeting?
meeting, yeah.
You better take this cuff off me right now.
Oh my God! You know what? Listen. What is that? Oh my God!
Whoever's got this fucking cuff off me,
I'll give up.
get it off me right now.
I literally give up.
Wow. I don't even see that. I turned around, it was...
Yeah, he logged off. But Louise, okay.
Hold up though. We keep going back to the conversation that people getting ranked up in training. I'll be honest with you, I don't give a crap about that at the minute. That is not my concern. My concern is the thing that people are messaging each other saying, this is going on, that's going on. I need to find out. I'm going to be brutally honest with you, and I said it earlier on. I was zoned out in that meeting earlier, and I was doing messages and DC stuff as well. I heard a tiny little bit about something that was said about Jack. To me, it was like there's issues or whatever, something like that. But there has been issues with Jack for the last few days. I've had them myself. So I thought it was that. That's all I heard. If there was any more to it, then I did not hear that I zoned out. That is my bad. But
no, Betty, there was. Well, Louise, can I ask you?
Hold up then. If that's all it was that was said about Jack, then why is it Jack's coming in here kicking off tonight? Then that he was saying more was said.
Yeah, what
this is what I mean with the Chinese whisper. This is what I'm saying, Louise, with the messages. All these messages have gone. There's a tiny drop of truth. I said this an hour ago. Tiny little drop of truth, and it's got to the point of Chinese whispers. It blew into something that didn't need to happen, and it's actually like all of you.
It's literally turned into a lynch mob over something so petty.
Yeah, and at the interview, I didn't say nothing bad about Holland. I just said there's been things that's been a mess in boot camp that needs to, and I didn't say just you need to go back to training. You text me saying that you can't do violations, and I was just trying to be helpful.
Can I be helpful here?
And Louise, I've all said all the... Okay, Louise, can I just say one thing? I've sent every single evidence by your text to Betty and Blaze from today, what you sent me on Discord. I've said everything to them.
Thank you.
You don't need to send me that video, Louise. I would have it myself, wouldn't I? Because that was that. But no, I said you don't need to... You don't need to. That was the conversation. So, I heard that, but it's all good. I'll go back on my body cam and watch and see what else was there, though, in case I didn't hear any of it anymore.
Honest truth, Yeah, you're getting help. That's what I was trying to do for you, help you. Yeah, but we've been here. Oh, but Louise, but we've been okay. Listen. I heard you. So what? Last night, who did your training? Who did your training? Who did your training?
I did arrest training.
Okay. So okay. But what? Like, listen. Yeah, what? Listen.
Okay.
Right? I explained to you, Louise. I explained to you, right? Yesterday, did I not say to you, I have been so ill. I'm gonna have 2 days off, and once I come back feeling much better,
You did ask for that.
I'm gonna take you out off duty and help you out on the game. Did I not say that? Okay. Well, listen. Wait. Hang on. Wait, let me just finish. Let me finish. Can you please let me finish? Right. Because now I've been on the game as ill, trying to catch up with everything what I've got as part of what MK's gave me, yeah, as part of a boot camper to try and to see what's what in boot camp, what's need to do, because I want a boot camp coach, I want a boot camp leader, I want a boot camp things. So whatever since Harlan and Miss Doubtfire did for you guys, I have no clue what they did for you. So I got up to Mr. Doubtfire today on the phone so he could catch me up with everything what's gone on in boot camp. Not once he slagged you off, but now suddenly I'm up here feeling guilty for thinking I've done something wrong, and having Harlan.
And I did say earlier, he's got to pass stuff. He's got to tell him like that. Any group, any leader, any job would pass on the information from the last to the next. That's just like it's the way it is. It's not slagging nobody off to say, oh, we did their training.
Yeah. So I was ASU leader. I even said to MK, yeah, you sure? He goes, yeah, I would like you to be leader for the SWAT, yeah. And he gave me the choice. So I've only been it for 2 days. So what do you expect me to do? Not know nothing what you guys have done in training? What, just blank it off and I'll leave you to a side and thinking, okay, you do this and that, yeah, and I could get in trouble, making sure that you haven't done what like supposed to do. It's like child games. So I rang up Mr. Doubtfire for an advice today to have help so I could catch up with everything what's been going on in boot camp for you guys. And now I've put some different changes to it. It seems like you don't like it. And I've had Harlan. Right, hang on. I've had every single boot camp. Pixie, yeah, was happy. I've had everyone in the gym. Last night with Blaze, it's telling them that I'm your now boot camp leader, right? And then suddenly today, I put up a thing on Discord. Harlan puts back, oh, you can't say that because you need to do a meeting before you put that up. So I said to Harlan and Jack, right, I've already explained to everyone last night in the gym that I'm the new leader. And today I even organised it with Betty and Jack to come up at 8:30 and Mr. Doubtfire for an interview so I can induce myself, if weren't no training, just to explain the situation, to ask you guys to like help you out. And I even said to you guys, I'm not here to do like thing. I'm here to help you, to get you to be a better PD. Did I not, Betty? And make sure you've got a better team so you don't get into trouble with reps. The things I've seen, what you sent me, Louise, I'm lucky I haven't, like, honest the truth, like, I'm here to help. I'm a good heart person. And I'm putting all my effort, yeah, to do these things so I could go out with you and teach you the rules of the. I even told Mr. Doubtfire about it. I'm going to have a day off and help you. But I have not been well. So whatever's gone on up here today with you and Betty, saying I've done this and this and this, Harlan, slagging him off, I ain't the kind of guy to do that. I am fuming. Like, I'm gonna, like, Betty, I'm so sorry for this behaviour. I tell you what, MK, Give the boot camp back to Haaland. I'm really upset. I am really upset. I'm gone.
No, Majestic.
No, I say something.
Charlotte, let Charlotte speak because everyone's had plenty of convo here.
Yeah, well,
Come on, Charlotte.
is Louise, to be fair. Where do you come from, the question in a general on what training they're doing with you? Just what your question is. Asking him why he's doing this, why he's not doing that. Do you have proof? And send it in.
Send it over to me, Louise. Yeah, you'll have to do YouTube. Like I said to you in Ireland earlier, like if he's been saying stuff he shouldn't be saying, that will get dealt with. Like honestly, just because I was complaining about the way it come out, don't mean it will be. It will be.
You don't need to get a lynch mob. You just quietly. Sorry, you don't get a lynch mob in the office, like literally to hang the person, because that's what it felt like. It felt like the bloody Victorian ages that you're out to get someone hung. You do it like quietly.
The only thing I can do, Betty, ma'am, is obviously go and talk to Majestic, and obviously check if he's okay.
I recommend you don't, Harland.
No, please don't, Harland. I've actually asked Shani to go and get Majestic. And when Majestic and Shani come back in here, I'm going to ask you and Louise to please leave so we can speak to him. Thank you. Louise, I said earlier when you say that.
It's a role play game for a reason. You are RPing as a PD officer. You have to take it seriously. But then you just contradict yourself. If you understand that, hold on a minute. If you understand that, then why are you saying that to begin with? Because if people are taking it too seriously, then I don't believe this is the factional game for you. Then if this is so-called taking it too seriously, if anything, all this has started. If anything, Louise, if anything, I can't lie to you. Majestic's only had this job since last night. So these are questions that have to be, all right, hold on a minute, because these are questions what have been happening for longer than last night. So putting all this on him now after literally not even 24 hours, getting a mob basically in here of the three of you, which, let's be real, you have messaged both Harland and Jack saying stuff about Majestic. And how do you think they're both going to react? I'm not being funny. What did you expect what was going to happen from sending a message out to these two lads? Like, what do you expect was going to happen?
Find out
So
what
you
what's happening.
created a toxic
I don't
faction.
know what to do. I just
No, well, we won't say that because it's not just a game.
Louise, you know yourself, surely, that Harland wanted general suit? Okay, my bad.
Can I also just say this? I was told that you played GTA RP, am I correct? Okay, I must have seen it somewhere else.
Louise.
You do?
Believe me,
Where's
if
your...
I would kick you into next week.
Hey,